Welcome to this new video. This video is regarding a use case, that is you need to count the number of products with respect to a particular product for a given fiscal year. So if you have a problem like this, one good thing is that you can have a calendar table that will be having a fiscal year and you can drag that to the slicer and everything will work properly. But here the problem is in this page only one slicer is there, and this slicer is not with respect to the fiscal year. This slicer is with respect to the normal year hierarchy, and that is from January to the December. So the problem is when you select 2023, usually everything will get filtered with respect to January till December. But we need one visual that is in the card, visual count for the product for the same year. That means if you are selecting 2024, the fiscal year of 2024 is from April 2023 to March 2024. So you need to go the count of that. You can change any filter in that. You need to do a DAX expression for that. So here the problem is you can't place any other slicer also. Of course you can place a slicer and you can filter it, but in the current use case you can't place another slicer. You need to do work with this slicer itself, because if you place another slicer with the officially all these values, price by date, price by product, everything will get changed. So this should not get affected. So you have to work on with this field. So how we are going to solve it? So you have a small data, you have a date field, ID, price and product, and the problem is only date field you're having, you don't have official date. So first thing is that you need to create official date. So you go to transform data. So in this transform data you don't have any other things, so you can select the data, date column, add column, and then you can go for date. You can split the date into 3 year, month and day. So I'm going to split it. So we got year, we got month, and we got the day. So now the thing is we need to get the year and month for the official date. So first we will get the month of the official date. So for getting the month, you can go to custom column and you can write it as F month, FY month equals to field. And the problem is from here you're going to get the new fiscal year. Fiscal year starts from here, from 4. So you need to write the logic like that. So that means fiscal year month starts from here. So here 4 becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So December will become the 9th month. Then January will become the 10th, February 12, February 11, and March 12. So the logic should be if this month is greater than or equal to 4. So if it is greater than or equal to 4, the value of the month should be 1, and then it should increase. So the logic will be if it is equal to 4, it should be 1. If it is equal to 5, it should be 2. So that means 4 minus 3, 5 minus 3, 6 minus 3. So that logic should come. So if month greater than or equal to 4, then month minus 3. So one else part is also there. So if it is less than 4, that means if it is 1, 2 or 3, January, February or March. So usually when we count from here, so just count from here 1, 2, January. For official month 4 is the January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So this 1 will become October, November, December. So you need to add 9 with this column. So you have to write it as else month plus 9. So when you execute it, you will understand. See, 1 came to April, 10 is January. That is the logic for that. Now we need to get the day for that. So for getting the day, you can just write the custom column and day equals to, you can just simply take this day itself and we will move the day in before the month. Now we will be getting the year. Year also we can go for custom FY year equals to. Here also you need to have a logic, because to see the custom year, this month, actually official year of 2023 means 2022 April till 2023 March. So only till here 2023 will come. Less than 4, then it should be year itself. Else it should be year plus 1. If it is less than 4, that year will get complete. That current year will get complete. So if it is greater than 4, it should start the next year. So it will start the 2024. So that is the logic we have applied, and we will create. So you can see here, official year for 2023 ends at March, month of 3, that is March. And the next year started, and that is going to end at 2024 March. So now since we got the day, month and year, we need to merge everything to get the date. So we will select everything and then we will merge the columns and we will give it as official date, and we will give a custom separator that is hyphen. Now we got the date, but the problem is the date is text data type. You need to change it to date data type. So change type and date. So now we have the official date as well as the normal date. So we can close and apply. Now we have the date. This date should be taken. So this is the official date, but this date, we have two date columns here. One is official date and one is the normal date. But this is the date column that should be taken to the slicer. So we will select the slicer and we will select this date. So instead of selecting the date, you can select the year of that. So you can search, and this is the year. This is not the official year. This is the normal year. So we have taken this year and we have placed it here. So now we need to, so if you can filter this, you can filter both. These two will be filtered according to this. And here we have disabled the filter. So in this field, we are going to give the count. Count we need to get is the product jam. We need to count the product jam that contains for the entire year. That means 2023 January till December, as well as the fiscal year. That means only this much. So for that, to know this properly, we will select these two, fiscal month as well as the fiscal year. That so now we will understand it more clearly. So fiscal year for 2023 means still this much. So if you select 2023, the fiscal year count of jam product is just 1. Otherwise the normal year means it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be 4. So we need to get both the values. One here the normal count and here the fiscal count. So the normal count, it is easy to get it. So we can give it as new measure, and we will give it as total count equals to calculate. We need to get the count. So count of products, where product is jam, products equals to jam. So this is a normal total count, and we got the total count as 7. This total count, we haven't selected any slicer, so it is not filtering anything. It is showing the entire. So if you count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it includes 2023 as well as 2024. If you need only 2023, can select, and of course you can see the change here. 24, you can see the change here. The same way you need to get the fiscal year, because if when you select 23 here, you need to get only 1. So we need to write a measure for that. So fiscal total count equals to. So here the problem is we need to create some variables. So first variable we are going to create is start date. Start date equals to, we need to get a date. That means this is the selected value. If you are selecting 2023, that will be the selected value. So 2023, if you start, you can get it from the beginning itself. So you can get the first value from it, you can get it. So you can get it as date, selected value, product date. Here you need to be very careful. We need to get this date, because in this we have two date column. One is fiscal date column and one is normal date column. You have to get the normal date column because that normal date column is inside the slicer. So you can get the date, and now the month and the year we can give it as 0101. You might think that okay, this we will go to January, this will become normal month. No, we can convert it to the fiscal date month in the select in the calculate statement. So you can do the same thing for end date also. Variable end date equals to date, selected date, selected value, and we can give the same normal date. And here also the month will be 12th and the day will be 31. So this is not actually, when we convert, this will not become December 31, this will become March 31, and this will become April 1st, because according to the official day that is being joined with this date, this is the way it represents. So we can return and we can write the calculate function here, calculate count of product, where we can write the expression here. First one is we can give the filter for jam. So product equals to jam, and then we will take out the filter from this table, all product, and then we will give the filter, then we will give the time and intelligence function dates between. And here we are not giving the normal date, we are going to give the fiscal date. So FY date, and here we will give the start date and then the end date. So what it does is, here we have selected the normal date, but when it comes to the fiscal date, start date and the end date will become April and March. So we will try and check it. We will select the fiscal total count to this column, and now of course it is blank. Of course, you can write a callus function or you can write an if function to make it 0, but we are not doing that right now. Now we haven't selected anything, so it is blank. Now we are going to select the 2023. So now it is not working. We will see the statement whether it is what happened. And here the problem is there is an error in this statement because there should not be date. This date means okay, entire year, month and day will come. This should be year. And this also should be year. So now the year, month and day will come. So we will try once again. Now we will select the 2023. It should show 1 actually, and now it is showing 1. This is the normal count, that is 4. So you can see from January till December, for Jan it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. And if it is official 2023, that is only 1. Now if you select 2024, the total count will be from here. From here, from January till May, it will be 1, 2 and 3. Count is showing 3. And when it comes to official count, it will start from here. That is April 2023. So here 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 are there. So that is why it is showing 4. And here no problem. Everything is doing properly with respect to the normal filter for the normal calendar for data. So in this way, you can just change one code here, dates in between. You can select everything in the official year slicer itself, but when you display it in the calculate function, you can just move it to official date and you can display it. So this is one trick you can do when you have a page with only one slicer, that is a normal slicer, and you need to show the visual official count or official total. You can do this. Hope it was an interesting video. Have a nice day.